If you're looking at retirement, the math for can I retire all starts with your expenses. All these questions that come into me around, hey, I have $500,000, I got $1,000,000, I have $2,000,000, can I retire? You can't answer that question unless you know expenses. So I'm sure you guys have spent a lot of time looking at expenses. I wanted to make a video today of unusual ways that I save money, okay? And why unusual, or what's the definition of unusual? I belong to two retirement groups. And we talk a lot about life and issues and where we've saved money, where we spent a lot of money, mistakes we've made, and it's a great group. And quite often I use this group as a sounding board for ideas. I've got a lot of energy, got a lot of things to say, a lot of things to listen to. So I collected 8 ideas for you. And these are real savings for me that I thought I would share, but they are not normal, okay? And when I say by not normal, sometimes I remember this first one, I was only one person out of 10 that were present that was saving money in this area. So maybe you'll find something on this list. If I've missed anything that you do that's unusual compared to your friends and colleagues, let me know in the comments, okay? So let's get started. Number 1, spraying the home for insects. Folks, I've never paid somebody like an Orkin or Terminix to come to my house and spray for insects. I go to the hardware store. For $20, you get a gallon of Home Defense that'll last me a couple years. When I surveyed my friends on this, 100% of them were paying at least $33 a month. That was the lowest number provided. $33 a month, 12 months of the year to have pest control. I don't see why this is hard. I don't see why this is not an easy DIY. I walk around my house anyway to check for the condition of the foundation. Do I have water problems? Do I have termites? Do I need to shore up some dirt to keep, especially water. Water's a big issue that I try to manage. So that's number 1. Number 2, my second car. I drive a 2012. I upgraded from my 2005 for you that have been listening to me a couple years. I gave away my 2005 car, and my wife got a new car, and I upgraded to my 2012 with 195,000 miles on it. But folks, I only drive 2,000 to 2,500 miles a year. I don't see why I need an expensive car and a luxury car just to make little trips around town 2 or 3 days a week. When we travel, we take my wife's car. My car, it's just for getting me back and forth. It's a minivan, so I can get a lot of stuff in it. I can get a lot of stuff in there. It's not quite a truck. I'd like to have a truck. I just can't justify it at all. I can afford it, but it's just wasting money, and that's not how I was raised. Number 2. Okay, so number 3, and this one's a big one. I tell you, 75% of the people in my retirement group pay a assets under management financial advisor. I don't do that, okay? You know that. Now, just full disclosure, it is a part-time job managing your own finances. You have to do a lot of work yourself, and I don't recommend going it completely alone. So I have a group of people, trusted 2 other people that I share all my finances with. Every decision I'm getting ready to make, I run it by these individuals, and they give me candid feedback in a loving way. And their job is to tell me what's wrong with what I'm doing. So I love that group. But it is a part-time job. I use a couple pieces of software that help me out. I made my past video, was talked about the 3 softwares that I like to use. One of them is what I would consider my full plan, and that's New Retirement. It's a very comprehensive software package. You get a free 2 weeks with my link below. So look down below and just see if you like that format. I've got a few videos out, with me using it and how I stress test my plan. But that is my plan. Okay, it's $120 a year after that. and it's a freaking steal compared to assets under management, guys. Assets under management. So it is an investment I make. Also, don't go it alone. I don't do retirement coaching anymore, but I'm working on a second solution. But my primary solution right now is give the guys at Money Pickle a call. The second link below is Money Pickle, free 45 minutes with a certified financial planner to talk about your plan, to answer your questions, okay? They're supposed to spend 40 minutes talking about your issue and your question, and then they'll talk about next steps and maybe a long-term relationship with them afterwards. You feel free to tell them no. They're there to earn your trust and to give you expert advice for free, okay? So check them out. Number 4 place that I save money, cable, cutting the cable. Okay, I was paying $212 a month, and I'm down to $100. Okay, and that $100, I could get that down lower, but I'm not comparing apples to apples. I upgraded greatly to 1 gig bytes per second coming into the house. I have ultra fast internet coming in. Love it. It's fiber optic. I absolutely love it. It's with AT&T, so I've upgraded greatly. Stop the cable, and I'm doing 100% streaming. It's been great. It's been great. We love it. I was concerned about my wife, but she's come to be a streamer. Okay, cut the cable. I use this Tablo, Tablo, for over-the-air channels. So I get the local channels over the air, and I'm able to have a grid to look at, to see for the next 24 hours what's showing, and I can record. Okay, if you want a 2-week grid, it costs you $5 a month, but I go with free cable. Number 5, lunch versus dinner. Go out to eat for lunch versus dinner. My wife and I, this just happened last week, so it's fresh in my mind. We went out to dinner at a restaurant that we like to go to. We typically go to lunch, but we went to dinner. It was $85 for big salad bar, a couple steaks, drinks, just the whole 9 yards, $85. That essentially the exact same meal for lunch was $40, okay? Just, in retirement, when you have a budget out there for going out to eat, consider going to lunch. You'll spend half the money. There's no lines. Service is great. It's not crowded. You don't have to wait to eat. It was a big surprise. I didn't plan for that, but that's saving me over $100 a month, probably closer to $200 a month by going out for lunch. Let's see. Number 6, my wife and I don't drink. And this is very unusual, and I'm not doing this to save money. We just don't drink. I used to drink maybe a couple drinks a month, and now it's 0. And I find I feel better when I don't drink anything. There's nothing good health-wise that comes from drinking, but look at how much you're spending on alcohol. It's quite large, and it's not helping your health at all. Okay. Number 7, I fix a lot of stuff around the house. I have the time. I have the energy. I have YouTube. And just a couple weeks ago, it's probably been 6 weeks, my dryer door, I got a 16-year-old dryer. And the door is kind of a sandwich pack of different materials and, just sandwiched together. And it just fell apart, fell on the ground. And my wife said, let's buy a new one for like $1,000. And, I got on YouTube. I actually got on eBay and bought a part and, fixed it for $35 instead of spending $1,000. Now, it's not a brand new dryer, but it does great. There's nothing wrong with it. We'll see how long my door lasts. It's been going 6 weeks, so I'm pretty happy with it. I do a lot of work like that. My neighbors do make fun of me. I'd be out in the yard talking to them about, hey, I had a plumbing issue, sink's clogged up, and I'll try to fix those things myself. Go to YouTube, work on it, and I guarantee I save $1,000 a year in repairs compared to my peers and neighbors for things that I do myself. I take a crack at things first, myself first all the time. Most of the time I can fix them, okay? And number 8, and I was just looking out at my neighbor today. I fertilize my own yard. Okay, I go to the hardware store, buy fertilizer, and I got a broadcast spreader. I've been doing that for years. I've tried having services do that. I'm always disappointed. They'll be putting fertilizer out when it's pouring down raining. They'll be putting down mold control when I don't want mold control. I like controlling it myself, easily saving $500-600 a year. So these are my 8 areas that hopefully there's one of them that's unusual for you and that you may consider doing. Remember, in retirement, you got a lot of time, and going after a mental problem-solving challenge is kind of fun when you got a lot of time. Right now, if you're working 50 hours a week, you're not looking for another project. I promise you. I've been there. But in retirement, these can be fun, okay? Spraying for insects can be fun, okay? Let me know if I missed something, okay, that you do that you think is really unique, and let everybody and myself gain from that knowledge and experience by putting it in the comments. It's Joe out.